Hey guys, what is up? I'm Ian, welcome to Biconomics. Today I'm going to be taking you through Biconomy and the details of their upcoming token sale on CoinList on October 14th. I'll also be giving away $100 in BICO tokens when it lists. If you want to win that, just subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below. And if you're already subscribed, just like and comment, and I'll be doing the Flippy giveaway that we had a few weeks ago at the end of this. So to get straight into it, what is Biconomy? Well, it's something that goes on in the background. It facilitates very fast and cost-effective cross-chain transfers. Also, for the dApps that are built using it, it enables gasless transactions, that involve tiny amounts of gas so small that they can actually be subsidized by the dApp itself. And it also has composable, which means that you're able to pay your gas fees in different assets. So let's say you have an NFT addiction, like some people I know, and you blew your ETH load on, whatever mint was happening that day. You would then be able to use the USDT or whatever in your account or any other ERC native asset, like as an equivalent to just pay the gas fees in that way. So some pretty cool claims there. But as always, don't believe what you read on a sales page. Every project will tell you they're the best thing since sliced bread. And I don't, and we don't at this channel, and we didn't. So I asked in our Telegram, had anyone else interacted with it as well? And one of the guys, Michal, it actually turns out, shout out to him, super guy, had interacted with this extensively. So instead of, he said it's gasless, like signing. So, when you sign for a transaction, you see it sometimes in NFT mints. You don't actually have to pay the gas up front. And yeah, essentially he was surprised by Tidal, one of the apps that they partnered with. No gas fees, move the tokens from wallet to stake, just clicking sign. So some awesome stuff there. He also did use their hyphen cross chain from Matic to ETH, and again, the proof of the pudding's in the eating. If I pull you up exactly what happened with this. So he transferred, oh no, give me 1 sec there. So he transferred the Matic to ETH, and he paid $21.36 plus a $30 fee, and it took 30 seconds. And on the way back, he transferred $278 USDC from Ethereum to Matic, and it was 28 cents in liquidity fees and took 22 seconds. So I mean, yeah, they're really delivering on what they say they're delivering there, right? You can't argue with that. So just completely positive feedback there from someone who'd interacted excessively, well, a reasonable amount with it. So you got your gasless transactions, instant cross-chain transfers, which, in crypto, I think 30 seconds can be described as instant, flexible options to pay gas, simple onboarding to scaling solutions. So that's for the dApps using them to make it really easy for people to sign up, get involved and use the dApp, and no failed transactions. Here's a list of some of the partners that they have. Got Ethermon, which is a fun little Pokemon style project we have a few dollars in. Avigotchi as well, marble cards. Scale Swap, and obviously it's live on Ethereum, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche and Moonriver. And I guess the point of this ICO is, to a large extent, any ICO is the marketing, to get the name out there, to help people learn about the project, know more about it, and help them grow their user base in terms of the dApps that want to use them. In terms of the token economics, BICO is the native token of the Biconomy blockchain, which acts as the settlement and verification layer for all the activity on the Biconomy network across all supported chains. So the node operators pay a transaction fee in BICO to add information to the chain, and they earn BICO proportional to the work they perform on the network. Also, it's obviously a proof of stake consensus, so node operators, delegators all have BICO tokens staked to them, and malicious actors have their stake slashed. You earn rewards for staking, and liquidity providers as well, they will also earn BICO in proportion to their relative contribution to the liquidity pool. And I should say the delegators and stakers earn BICO proportional to their stake as well. It's also a governance token, so at the moment you would imagine prior to the existence of a token, it's quite a centralized ecosystem, And as the tokens get spread out, this obviously increases the level of security and decentralization of the network. And anyone who holds BICO can submit a proposal for consideration by the wider BICO community. In terms of the tokenomics, there are 1 billion BICO tokens in total. In the so the initial circulating supply is something I know a lot of you guys probably wanted to know, and I worked this out from the vesting schedule that they detailed on the sales page. So what I worked out was that 1.2% from the private sale, 1% from the treasury, just under 3% from community rewards, 1.4% from the public sales then equals about 6.5% of initial tokens in circulating supply, or about 65 million BICO of the 1 billion. In terms of the sale details, and also another thing I know people like to know, how do these compare to previous funding rounds? So I went and worked that out as well. In the last quarter of last year, they had a 1.5 million raised in a strategic round, which for 63.8 million tokens, as you can see here, this amount. And that equates to 2.35 cent per token, so less than 10% of the option 1 price just around a year ago, and around 6 and a bit times the option 2 price, so quite a large increase there. In the next round, which was Q2 of this year, I believe, let me just double check that. Yeah, Q2 of this year, and the strategic round was Q4 of last year. 9 million was raised in Q2 of this year for 120 million tokens, which equates to 7.5 cent per token. So we're doubling the price in option 2, and we're kind of 3.3x to option 1. Option, as you know, with all coinless sales, I mean, option 1 is more expensive, which means that it will release quicker. You got a 3-month linear release beginning on October 23rd. And with option 2, you've got 10% only activated at token generation event, followed by a period of 6 months, and then gradually activated monthly after 6 months. So something a bit unusual there in the details of that release schedule. Option 1 begins October 15th at 12 a.m. and option 2 on October 15th at 6 a.m. So in terms of here, we can see that the team, one thing that sort of stuck out to me, have a 12-month cliff, and then over the next 24 months get 1/24 of their tokens unlocked. So a much slower release schedule and longer vesting than either of the public sale options. So, kind of insinuating that there is a long-term thinking behind this. And kind of after that 3 years from the token generation event, you're looking at the vast majority of tokens being in circulation. So I think you'd be going from 65 million worked out at the token generation event to, I think, somewhere around the 900 million mark plus, because from what I can see, only the community rewards and incentives really are left after that 3-year period. So you're looking at it being pretty much fully diluted in 3 years. In terms of the backers that this project has, you've got obviously big names there: Binance, which bodes well for listings, as well as Huobi Ventures. Hope I said it right this time. You've got Coinbase Ventures, which is great too. True. Fenbushi Capital, Morningstar, and Outlier as well, who obviously have a superb reputation in the space for supporting the projects that they work with on their accelerator program. So yeah, he has 4 years experience in blockchain crypto with exchanges. He was actually in the door in Binance when it had only 20 employees in Shanghai, which is pretty cool. The CTO and co-founder, Sakin Tomar, 8 years in software engineering, worked for Samsung and Make My Trip, 2 years of blockchain crypto experience in smart contract development and as a blockchain lead for Stack City. It's a mouthful. And Ahmed Al-Balaghi, the CEO and co-founder, 4 years of blockchain and crypto experience in research, investing, and business development. Previously worked in the Dow Jones, Citibank, and for one of the largest Middle East VCs. So you've got actually a really interesting mesh of skill sets there between those three guys. And again, check them out on LinkedIn, search them up, see what they've been up to. Do your own research always. This isn't financial advice. It is a project I feel bullish on. I think they're solving a real problem with this. perhaps maybe in a way there is similarities with Immutable X in, you know, creating ecosystems built on a protocol that allow for gasless or extremely low gas transactions within that ecosystem. There is more to this in terms of the cross-chain transfers, but you know, I think the hype will come with the names they get on board here. If they can get big names in DeFi or something like that on board, then, you know, we might see the sort of hype we're seeing leading up to the Immutable X listing with, you know, the OpenSea, the Gods on Chain, the Ecomi partnerships as well. In terms of which option I'd prefer, I'd probably just I'd buy the cheaper one. I don't think this project's going anywhere. I'd just buy the cheaper option if I could. I would take either option if I could get my hands on it. Yeah, so that's basically it. I would buy either. To give and not financial advice, obviously, I'm just saying what I'd do. To pick the Viper winner, I did. This is like the third time I recorded this. I was optimistic clicking it live to think I could do it the first time, but congratulations to Mayar Maleki. You have won the Flippy, which, you know, you enjoy that 8-bit Super Mario Penguin, and get in touch with me on Telegram or whatever. Guys, if you enjoyed the vid, subscribe to the channel.